You there. How would you like to do something worthwhile?
Thanks, Stendar. You're with the Guild? If the Divines will it. The worms caught us off guard, but we made them pay in blood. Did Colors brief you on our contract? What we seek? As you say, there won't be an anchor here anytime soon, thanks to the two of us. I should be moving. We had word of another cell west of here, near Ebonheart. Here, if you please. Aleph, stay with our new friend. You two search these bodies, see if you can find anything of note. A pleasure meeting you, oh my comrade.
You heard Merrick, New Blood. Search those bodies. Aleph will check this one.
God's soul will fuel the mortum vivicus. Nothing you can do can stop it!
Dark Moons! What was that? That vision. A Dremora woman talking about Merrick. Why would she want my hapless companion? Aleph has no idea. Whoever she is no friend to the Guild or Merrick. It would seem so. This one cannot imagine the value of such a thing. Too shiny and dripping with pride. Just the same, we must warn him. And the Guild. Aleph will go after Merrick. Return to seize all colors. Tell her what you have seen. Go. Return to Davon's watch quick as you can, comrade. Seize all colors must know.
Hold, adventurer! You're the one I seek.
I understand you were instrumental in crushing the Daggerfall army at Davon's watch.
Back so soon, comrade? A vision of a Dremora. This clouds the waters. The forces of Molag Bal must know more than we realized. What did she say? Nor do I, comrade. Interesting. Did she say anything else? Merrick? This drives my scales. Recruit, you must get to them. Aleph and Merrick are competent, but the Daedra are not to be trusted. Find them near Ebonheart. I will rally our forces here and investigate this Vivicus, whatever it is.
By the divines, the ale servers in this place get uglier by the day. Is that right? Well then, sounds to me like you could be one of the Undaunted. A league of like-minded adventurers. Every one of us eager for riches and glory. Sound like anyone you know? So what do you say? Think you can be one of the Undaunted? You sure? Dungeon delving and monster fighting is not for the weak of heart. Good, but that's the easy part. The hard part is proving yourself. Fungal Grotto seems like a good test. A dark, dank cave few return from. See if you can best whatever's inside. If you survive, come meet me back here, and we'll make it official.
Welcome to the fish stink. What can I get you? Going to have to shift all... That's made from superior material. I've never lost a If your ship made that yourself, did you? Well done.
The hearts of Dunmer are as dry as their land.
Stranger, you've picked a bad time to visit Seni. The volcano's burning up the town. You'd think these thick-headed louts would accept some help.
This pissant Dunmer. I know an Argonian named Softscale who can make a salve to soothe the injured, but Spellwright Gervis won't work with him or any Argonian. Because he's the most stubborn creature you'll ever meet. He needs to see these Argonians are on his side. If you want to help, Softscale needs Shulk Chiton for his salve. Kill them, and take the Chiton to the Argonian. He's somewhere in town. Once you've got the Chiton, look for Softscale in the temple. Bad blood. I thought everyone knew that. Back before the Ebonheart Pact was formed, Dark Elves enslaved Argonians. They raided the Black Marsh and brought the captives up here to work. Sure, but the bigger problem is the Dunmer. They used to be lords and masters until the Pact was formed. Now, all of a sudden, the Argonians are free and everyone is equal. Ha! Spoken like a courtier. You know, just saying everyone is friends doesn't make it so. Forming the Pact was a battle, and there are still many sides to it.
All this fighting.
I thought someone of your stature would command a larger bounty.
You are not of Seni. Your scales bear stains of soot, and you smell of smoke and flame. What brings you here? I offer my gratitude. Please, wait. I'll make a poultice to soothe the burns of the injured. I'll need you to use it on them. The Dunmer don't trust Argonians, especially me and my egg sister walks in ash. They fear we'll harm them. You are a stranger, so they may let you heal their wounds. There is more. When you are done, go to Spellwright Gervis. Let him know we made this salve to help. Perhaps he will see we are not his enemy.
Accept my gratitude.
Thank you.
Here, Kwama. Nice Kwama. Please don't eat me. Your pardon. Have you seen any Kwama around? Maybe west of the town? If you do, I don't suppose you could lead them to my mine, could you? Yes, when the volcano erupted, my workers got frightened and fled. Now they're attacking anyone who wanders too close. They're usually timid, so a good beating should calm them down. Me? Look at me. I'm hurt. Just beat them a little, then blow this whistle. They're trained to return to the mine. Remember, subdue, then use the whistle. If you don't, they'll just start fighting again. I'll be at my mine west of town. I've got to salvage what I can. It's where you get Kwama eggs. You can also get Kwama cuttle, the waxy substance that grows on their beaks. Well, it's a hole in the ground where Kwama live. That's a mine. You didn't think we dug it up like those Nords dig iron, did you? I don't know. Potions, I think, or something to fight poison or cleanse water. I never asked. I just harvested.
Thank you. You have my thanks. You won't hurt me, will you?
Accept my gratitude.
Thank you.
I am obliged.
You have my thanks.
Accept my gratitude.
Thank you.
I'm obliged to you.
You have my thanks.
Aren't you afraid?
Why are you here, stranger? That scaleback? I kept my tongue when times were good, but now when the town is weakened, he's suddenly helpful? This is just a trick. Because his people have taken my daughter, Movani. She was doing chores for me and now she's disappeared. One of the farmsteaders saw that Argonian walks in ash watching her. Who else could it be? Nonsense. We've lived in the shadow of Ash Mountain all our lives. We know its dangers. It was those Argonian savages. Find Walks in Ash, then ask that scaleback where my daughter is. Return Movani to me. Then maybe I'll see what Softscale wants. Look for Walks in Ash in the ruins. The three only know what she's doing. We are in words and treaties. The Moot might meet in peace, but we remember what the Argonians were like when we dragged them out of the muck. We know what they really are. That's the calm man's choice, stranger. Without my daughter at my side, I don't give a damn whether some scalebacks are bleeding out in the ash.
This is not a good day for Seni, traveler. Yes, I am. Look at this. This is no natural run of lava. These are footprints. A spirit of wrath came through here. Stubborn Givus will not hear my warning. He thinks the eruption caused this. As you can see, his daughter is not here. I did see Morvani earlier. The flow of her life takes her to the base of Ash Mountain regularly. I don't know for certain, just that I saw her walking west out of town. Find her, then perhaps Gervis will listen to me. If you succeed, use this. A signal. It's colorful but harmless. If you find Lady Morvani, use it, and I will come to you.
truth falls like a cool rain, carving many channels in the mud. My truth is different from the Dunmers, yet both are still true. I have no love for them. Do you hate fire for burning down your hut? The fire acts as it must. They saw our huts, and their nature required them to act. I trust a dark elf to act as a dark elf must.
Great, just great. This is my luck. Some days I wish I never crawled out of my egg. I came to Stone Falls to be a guar herder. Sharks ate them. Went to Darvin's Watch to be a bartender. Bunch of Nords kicked me down the street. That's not even the worst of it. Came west to try my hand at mining. Started off well enough. Got some equipment, even talked a few of the locals into helping. Then the volcano erupts. Yeah, it turns out my planned dig site was a Daedric ruin, complete with screaming and chanting, frothing monsters inside. This pales in comparison to that time I spilled some brandy on a hist root. Then there was the time I bought a cheap dagger from this pawnbroker in Ebonheart. I wore it on my belt and these cultists started chasing me yelling, "The razor, the razor!" I threw it in the river and kept running. Huh? Oh, right. Mind where the river carries you, traveler. Can't trust the Daedra.
Look at all my beautiful Quama. Their beady little eyes, the gentle pulsing of their abdomens. I can't thank you enough. I'm going to have to get the mine back open, of course. Quama are very good diggers, you know. Particularly the workers. So much work to do. I can't let this mine sit idle forever.
Someone came. Did Father send you? I fell and twisted something. Damn, my ankle. Are you mocking me? Yes, of course I am. I'm trapped by lava flows and flaming shorks, and I can't walk. If I ever get home, I'm gonna drink a whole jar of Sujama. This was a shrine to the three. I come out here to pray for Mother. She was taken from us a few years ago. She was the sweetest woman I've ever known. Some days I swear I can still hear her voice. Anyway, I was out here when the eruption began. Of course he is, the overprotective Gua. Since we lost Mother, he's tried to run my life for me. I think I'll need 2 bottles of Sujama when I get home. Forget what Father says.
You found Gervis's hatchling? Good.
I've caught you, bloody-handed, Argonian. Morvani, are you Lord, Mother, and Wizard? Are you all right?
I'm going to be fine, Father. Thanks to this traveler. Can we get me off of this rock now?
Hold on, Morvani. I've got you. Traveler, you found my daughter. In the midst of all this, you found my Morvani. The Argonian helped you find her. Pah! Self-interest and cunning, I'm sure. I'm grateful just the same. Morvani means the world to me, ever since her mother was taken from us. They have beastly, baser urges. It makes them hard to trust. When the swamp calls to them, they rise up against their neighbors and strike them down. Even the kindest, the most gentle, are not spared from their wrath. It was before the signing of the pact. The Argonians of Seni still served my neighbors as slaves. Several of them made a break for freedom, and my Renisi, she was just out for a stroll. But today Morvani lives. Thanks to you. Yes, well, I thank you for all you've done here today, Traveler. My daughter is safe, and I must reluctantly admit that the Argonian may have played a part. May Lord, Mother, and Wizard all guard you on your journey.
Oh!
Good to see you here, soldier. We'll need all the help we can get. And I'm glad he did. Balreth, it seems, does not want to go quietly back into his cage. Father was sure Balreth was the only way to defeat the Covenant army. But it seems he may have been a bit hasty in his actions. The ritual Father gave me to rebind Balreth isn't working. Something's gone wrong. Daedra are pouring from the volcano, and I'm worried about the nearby towns. Our best bet is to go back to the source. The mages that first bound Balreth. Some of them are buried at the necropolis to the south, a place called Othrenes. I've sent a scout, Onuja, to learn what we need. Go there and aid him.
Move along.
You startled me. Are you just playing tricks on me, dry skin? Oh, that's good then. I'm pleased to see a friendly snout. That's much better than all the dead faces lately. Why is it elves who die cannot stay in the ground? Just read some old runes, he said. He didn't mention how active the dead are here. You're the sun on my scales. Your answer lies with Mavo Siloreth. He bound the Brother of Strife long ago. We need his knowledge, but a highborn like him could be, difficult. Oh, you can't make a highborn serve. You need flattery. If we're properly respectful, he may appear. My scrolls say there's a shrine on the east rise and one on the west. Honor him at both, then meet me at the center of Othrenes. Go, and remember, try to sound humble when you chant Mavos' name. When you meet me at the center of Othrenes, be ready. There is more to do there. Mavos is ancient, so he knew ancient secrets. How else? He helped bind this dangerous weapon, but he died a long time ago. During the First Era, the Chimer created the Brothers of Strife in a desperate bid to defeat their enemies. Look what it did in a single day. My scales shrivel thinking about that heat. Who would let it roam free? By my egg, you startled me. Please, no more. Were you very humble as you sought the honor of Mavos' presence? It's time. Honor Mavos at this brazier in the center of Othrenis. By the way, the dead may want your blood for daring to disturb a highborn. I'll just wait over here until you're done.
Who disturbs my rest?
You make it look easy. At least, what I saw when I wasn't hiding and squealing like a hatchling. I know I'm not brave, but did you hear his voice? Mavos has returned. He's important, so he gets the important-looking tomb. It's the largest crypt in the necropolis. I'll, be gathering my notes. Don't wait for me.
So, you're the Gua who raised me. This had better be astonishingly important, or I'll do unspeakable things to your fleshy mortal form. The greatest mage of my era, and you wake me for something they could have read in a book? It's pathetic. But clearly, I must aid my people again. No death worms for you just yet. I knew skeletons weren't enough. I should have summoned some Daedra to protect this place. Or a fire Atronach. That would have been good. I don't remember how. Don't look at me that way, worm. I'm dead. Details fade over time. If you want to learn, I'll conjure a vision of the past. That should... Ritual implements. A skull and a candle. Unless tomb robbers got them. Look in the vaults to the east and west. There's a puzzle lock on each one, and no, I don't remember the solution. Good luck with that. I can't perform the ritual without my implements. I don't even have hands to pick them up. That's annoying. East and west tombs, candle and skull. And whatever you do, don't, do something, you know, that thing. Yes, I could if I remembered. There's not much use for remembering once you're dead. Don't pester me with questions, worm. I'm beginning to forget why I should care about the living. They're deeply personal ritual items. I slaved for 2 weeks making that Kwama grease candle, and the skull belonged to my favorite apprentice. Why? Because I said so. Ah, you have the skull and candle. You want me to be impressed. You can gather small objects. Good for you. Now stand back while I perform the ritual. You doubt my skill? If it's any consolation, what's left of you won't take much effort to clean up. Me, I'm a ghost already, so it hardly matters. Good for you. Prepare yourself.
Balreth is too powerful. Portals everywhere. We're doomed. Who are you? Where did you come from? We're trying to restrain Balreth, but Daedric portals keep opening. Those of us who've survived Balreth are being pulled down by cursed scamps. Take what's in this pouch. Throw it in the portals. I was supposed to, but my coming death prevents me. Find Magister Enuse when you're done. She should be north of here.
You're not my acolyte. Where did you come from?
Very brave acolyte. Now listen. Marvos can't last much longer. He gained control of two powerful Guardian Atronachs. They should be able to hold even Balreth. Ragebinder and Blaze, go to the Braziers. Summon them and let this day be done.
flame wells. Hurry! The Guardians are here. Time to bind this creature. Touch the altar. Balreth's power flows into the Guardians. He should be bound, or he might explode. Anyway, be prepared for anything, apprentice. So that's what happened. I remember many mages dying, and there was something about a shield spell. I grew weak, holding him in place. Then there was a bright light. Everything fades after that. Yes, in the here and now, the Guardians must have been disrupted or destroyed. So it's simple. Fix the Guardians, and they'll draw Balreth's power back into them. Then you can bind or kill Balreth.
Hurry! It's true. I was cowering here, but I was hoping you would survive the entire time. Did you learn how to bind Balreth? Ash Mountain. Go north to the mountainside. Garin Indoril took troops there to deal with Balreth. They're still there if he hasn't killed them all. I'm not going to find out.
Find him. I must. I know it seems strange that I'm in this dark place, but the pain of losing him once was unbearable. I can't lose him again. My dear, sweet Eanan. I'm just an Ashlander merchant. He was a noble in his house, but he didn't care. We had a secret love, but he was ready to risk his status for me. We were to be married. He died. It was so sudden. I wasn't even allowed to attend his funeral, but I know we will reunite in death. I can't find his tomb. I just want to talk to him one more time. Will you help me find him? Azura bless you. I spoke with a wise woman. She told me to gather graven caps near the tombs. I'd collect some, but the wardens would stop me. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Eanan.
Best mounts in all of...
Rumblings from the mountain have us all on edge. Balrith is up there somewhere. I hope you brought good news. Excellent. My friend, you are an asset and blessing on the Pact. I sense the hand of the three here. Now we'll get things done. By Vivek, Balrith will be bound again. The Atronachs? Well, that's bad. I banished them when I cast Father's spell. We were sure we could control the creature. Damn it. I suppose we'll have to summon them again, somehow. They stood watch over Ash Mountain for centuries. All we need to do is grab their attention again. Kill Daedra, take their hearts, then burn them at the ruin altars. That should draw them out. Walks in Ash is waiting for you at the top. Good luck. We'll hold the line here. Ensure that the Ashlands are safe. All of Stonefalls is relying on you, my friend. Normally, Daedra only grudgingly come to Nirn. But Ash Mountain resonates with the magical echoes of Balrith's capture. That power and the heat of the lava draws them in, like moths to a flame. Father may have been overconfident. We broke the wards and, as you learned, dispelled the Guardians when we summoned Balrith to Darvin's Watch. Father was sure I'd be able to replace them. I don't want to let him down.
The scamps do not know fear. Troll's blood. I've tried to teach them. By the soul of Iskramor. That's what I like to hear. It's the damned scamps. Without the lads in the way, they'd overrun us all. Scouts tracked them back to caves on the mountainside. We've got pickaxes, but it's nigh impossible to collapse a mountain and fight at the same time. We'll keep these scamps busy while you collapse the entrances. Don't worry. There should be plenty of fighting.
How did you make it through the Daedra, stranger? We're having a damned hard time just holding back the tide. So you helped out Sergeant Yaga all by yourself. That's the best news I've heard all day. If the lot of us don't die tonight, I'll buy you a drink.
The wind has carried you here with your scales unburnt. What do we do now? Cool rain on my scales. We'll reforge the shackles Garn and his father destroyed. The brother of strife will be returned to his rest. This is magic I do not understand, far from the waters of my home. You are brave to walk the river's edge. You are wise to ask, yes. I have brought your focus a totem that should help you in the trial ahead. It is a storm totem that will bring pure waters down on his blistering skin. Balreth is an engine of fire and death. You'll need something to slow him down. Use the totem, slow him down, and your task should be much easier. But first, as you said, you'll need to summon the Guardians. Sun on your scales, my friend.
I see that my considerable investment in you wasn't a total waste. Our meeting at Othrenis left me curious and frustratingly conscious. Can you really imprison Balreth? Death has given me a certain perspective, and of course, I have time to indulge my curiosity. Balreth's attacks have cost him power. You should defeat him while he's weak. Right now, I feel him moving in the caldera of the volcano, gathering strength from the lava flows there. Yes, though I doubt it will be easy, if he reaches a lava pool, Balreth will regain strength. There was something else. Don't let him light you on fire. Yes, that's something you should avoid. As you've seen, scamps love the fire and magical energy Balreth exudes. Be ready to deal with more of them below. Once we've destroyed his fiery shell, we'll be able to bind him again. This time, it will be for all eternity.
Magicka from my aura.
Guardians are here. What are they waiting for?
Return to your purpose. Balreth cannot walk the world of mortals. You must cage him again.
We obey. Forgive us, mortal master.
Fulfill your ancient vows. Imprison Balreth. You've done well for a mortal. You've seen it yourself. Balreth, the brother of strife, is forever imprisoned. He's shackled to Ash Mountain. You did this. You did what took countless mages many attempts and failures. For a mortal, you're quite an impressive sort. Yes, you should thank me. You couldn't have done it without me. And you are welcome. Now go. Get out of here. This is no place for the living.
Balreth is bound forever. Let's return to Ash Mountain.
You've done the impossible. I was wise to see the stone in your spirit. Then again, I'm known for being wise. Yes, Balreth is defeated. Argonians, Dunmer, and Nords working together. One might almost think we had formed a pact. Victory is like a cooling rain, yes? But still, the storm rages on. Balreth is bound, but the Covenant still threatens the Ashlands. We've received word that a major offensive has washed up on shore to the west of Ebonheart. Pact and Covenant troops now fight to hold the land coral maze that is Vivek's antlers. The Dark Elves see the coral as a gift from their living god Vivek. He saved them, they say, in the Akaviri War. Now that does not matter. The Pact military could use your skill and prowess in their fight. Go well along the river, my friend.
On to Ebonheart, yes? The Covenant is retreating here, but there's lots of fighting still ahead.
Hold there, Sarah! I've got a message for you. It's a message from Drathus Othral, the leader of the Dark Elf Quarter in Ebonheart. He sends his compliments, and he wants you to help the town resist a nearby Covenant invasion. No, he just needs you to talk. House Drez isn't popular. The Nords and Argonians in Ebonheart won't speak to him. And the other Dark Elf houses don't like the Drez much either. Convince the townspeople to work together. Then speak to Othral.
We're out in the big world now. Trin and I are going to get some real training.
It's hard to take in a big city like this. Look at it all. Did you see the history? Kind of amazing. At least I've got my Trin, right? And Rexus. He's a good boy.
Quality and variety. Come see for yourself.
Honor for the pact, they says. What brings you to this god's forsaken dark elf dunghole? The beer in this land...
What is it? I hope your arrival will prove a boon to Ebonheart. The residents are at each other's throats. Beyond, no one will work together. Each faction has a different reason. Which would you like to know about? I wish I knew their complaint. They refused to talk to us. I even went to speak with their quarters leader, Sashajar. She accused me of plotting to kill a tree, as if I cared about such things. The Nords in town are lumber traders from the Rift. You might have noticed a lack of trees. When they asked Raelgar Stonecrush to help defend the town, he accused us of being fancy. I assume that's an insult in Skyrim. Also, I think he was drunk. Our people love fighting. It's our nature. We fight the land just to survive. Only the Dunmer's natural superiority allows us to flourish in this wasteland. Lately, our people have been demoralized. Even disciple Sildrus at the Tribunal Temple expects defeat.
Must you bother me?
You're a lot less subtle than you think you are.
What do you want? Another distraction.
Don't trifle with me.
What? Yes? Ah, I see. A traveler. Have you come to the Ashlands looking for profit? House Drez applauds your efforts. In fact, we're planning to exploit 2 new resources soon. Have you heard of the High Tide Hollow? Or Mephala Nest? High Tide is the Ashlander name for an old cave. It's just crawling with beastmen. A perfectly excellent resource. You'll find it on the coast almost due west of here, beyond Vivek's Antlers. A resource for slave chattel, of course. Goblins take quite a lot of educating before they come around. It's worth it, though. They're a highly valued commodity. I once sold a whole tribe to a vizier in High Rock. Made a prince's ransom in coin. A common enough name for old cultist ruins in the Ashlands. This particular nest is almost due south out of the city, in the hills around the river, swarming with goblins, just rancid with the beasts. A fantastic resource. Not very learned, are you? The ancient Chimer, the Dunmer forebearers, venerated the goodly Daedra, Mephala, Azura, and Boethia. These nests are ancient Chimer shrines. The dirt-eating Ashland tribes still do much the same today, of course.
What brings you to this god's-forsaken dark elf dunghole? The beer in this land is fit only for pigs. Good thing we brought our own. Have the elves asked you to help beat back the Covenant yet? Duh. To Sovngarde with them. Aye. The milk drinkers landed to the west at that big yellow tree thing. Now the Dres have got their skirts in a twist. Oh, please save us, big strong Nords. Fancy lads, the lot of them. They think Nords only exist to save elven asses. Bring them on. We don't skeever out of a fight. When we're attacked, we fight. I wager you think we should fight for the rest of the pact. All right. Prove they've got some backbone. Let's see you beat 3 of my men, and do it the Nord way. We fight drunk. We've got a keg of fine, strong mead from Riften right here. Pour yourself a mug and get to it. Unless you're too fancy, of course.
We perform an important service, you know. If not for us, the Dark Elves would never see a massive log or a long, smooth piece of wood. Especially the Lady Elves, if you know what I mean. You could only beat me if I was blind, stinking sober, and I'm not. This should be fun! Ah!
Some of the boys like to flirt with the elf girls. I don't know why. They're so little. There's nothing to them. You're clever, you are. Let's see how well you take a blow. Try to put up a decent fight. Let's go back to drinking.
Care for a drink? Are you asking for a challenge? Sure spoons. I thought today was going to be dull. I'll chop your head clean off! Yields, friend. Good fight.
Well, you're not half bad, I'll give you that. I said I would, and I don't go back on my word. I hope the rest of the Pact fights like you, not that milk-drinking Urano. Ravel Urano, that dark elf here before you. He kept asking to buy our lumber so we'd leave town. I told him no, we had a contract to keep. But he offered to double it. No one pays that much for wood. Even good rift spruce. What a skeever. Don't know and didn't ask. His story smelled like last week's fish. Whole time we were talking, he kept looking around for a crack to ooze through, sweating like. The boys ran him off with a few light cuffs to the head. He hasn't come back since. Right. Things like that. They're exactly why we keep to ourselves in the Elven lands. That and the bad food. Anyway, you're all right. Tell that fancy Othrol we'll fight. Come back and drink with us again sometime.
I understand you were instrumental in crushing the Daggerfall army at Davon's Watch.
Ah, you're a good drinking mate, friend. Come back and join us again sometime.
Yeah, I work with this lot of rowdy Nords. It's a struggle, but an artist can't always pick where their materials come from, you know? Anyway, what can I get you?
I'm desperate.
Go! Open for business!
can't be. They wouldn't. I have no reassurance to offer. Do what you think best in the time remaining. I am a disciple of the Tribunal. My people come to me for comfort, yet I have none to give. The three are silent. I lift my voice, but they do not answer. The Covenant circles Ebonheart, and I cannot even pray for wisdom. The Tribunal punishes the people for my faithless ways. The shrines to Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek are surrounded by a foul smell and angry Aelid. Please, do what I cannot. Burn these flowers at the shrines, then pray for Ebonheart. Burn the flowers at each shrine. They're a rare variety of gold carnet called Roland's Tears, and are sacred to the three. I pray they hear you.
Another stranger swims into our wallow. I have no quarrel with you. We shall speak. But know that if you would help those trying to murder our Hist, I will speak with my teeth instead of my tongue. It's dying. It was never healthy. This isn't Black Marsh after all. So in the last few weeks, it's withered. We've learned that House Drez is poisoning it. It's not enough to have enslaved us for generations. Now they want to carve our hearts out. The best we can do is fertilize it. We're using mud crab meat wrapped in ash reed. Both are common around the quarter. We've also set guards around the tree to keep the Dunmer away. If you wish to aid us, gather the items I requested. Ash reeds grow in the tide pools in our quarter, and mud crabs thrive on the shores nearby. Gather some of each and present them at the roots of our Hist. Some of our people heard a dark elf talking to others of his kind. He asked if they'd seen the Drez rowing out to our Hist tree. He saw jars of poison in the boat. That's not hard to believe. Ravel Urano. My people overheard him at the inn. He was drunk and talking too loud. No one spoke to him directly. It's never been wise for an Argonian to confront a dark elf. Especially lately. We're far from Black Marsh. No, but it's not difficult to believe, is it? The Drez think we're little more than animals. But the Pact freed us. What they can't enslave, they destroy. The Drez have always regarded Argonians as little more than savage children. We needed to be civilized, so they uplifted us by putting us to work as slaves on plantations and in mines. No more. Now we speak beside them in the council. do you have there? We are allowing no one to approach the Hist, especially strangers claiming they wish to help us. We just caught a dark elf trying to poison the tree. Your words smell fair, but tasting is proof. Let me see what you have there. Yes, I erect the spine of apology. While you were away, we caught a dark elf defiling our Hist. Please, apply the fertilizer you've gathered to the base of our Hist. As long as I'm with you, the guards will let you through. One of our guards is escorting him to my lodge. He seems half mad. He was doing something to the tree, and apparently he is of House Drez. Let this one through.
What is it?
It seems we have proof that the Drez are trying to murder our tree. While you were gathering mud crab meat and reeds, the guards caught him trying to harm our Hist. We can't get anything out of him but his name and house. Seems the rumors were true. House Drez is trying to murder our Hist. He was scratching at the bark, licking our tree. When the guard shouted at him, he dropped an empty bottle. Now he's very ill. The truth is as plain as the face of Masser. You may do as you wish, but his mind is boiling. His words skitter like a mud crab in a pan. You will gather no moisture from this one.
Worms! Worms in the ground. They swim through the earth like fish. They're everywhere. The lizards dance inside them. What did I do? What did it do to me? I see. I feel. I'm awake. I touched it. It smelled like flowers and black earth. It tasted like rain and summer wind and the deepest green. He said the tree's sap would be better than skooma. He was right. He said the Argonians might be angry. Do you think they're angry? To me, they always look angry. It's the teeth. He gave me the bottle, said it was for the tree. I thought it was skooma. I tasted it. It was bad. I fed it to a lizard. He didn't like it either. He died. The bottle broke. How can I fill it with sap? I never saw him before. I asked him for coin to get more skooma. He was a Dunmer. Someone called him Braville? Weeville? Wabberjack? Raville, that's it.
Ravel? I can't believe it. Ravel! Ravel Urano claimed he saw House Drez poison our history. Then he gave a bottle to this tree-licking waste of flesh. I smell worm scat. Someone has been playing us for fools, and I no longer believe it's House Drez.
I'll pray for an answer to your voice at the shrines. Praying for prayers. Perhaps Vivek will appreciate how circular that is. I don't know why Sildris thinks the three would abandon us. We have observed all the proper rites. These flowers, for one. Roland's tears, the rarest of the gold carnet and sacred to the three. It is a powerful offering.
Speak. All prayers are heard, not all are acknowledged. Every small cog drives a greater gear. Each is necessary, otherwise the whole collapses. When any cog shivers from the stresses on it, the master feels it, but the load he assigns it is no more than he knows it can bear. Wizard, mystic, master of the Clockwork City, an architect of time and a binder of oblivion, one who masters the tools that mastered others. Does this answer satisfy? Good. Seek. Learn. When you are prepared, find the master. He will be interested to hear your conclusions.